Dear students, in the previous video lecture, I discussed the transient response in RL circuit. Then I also discussed how to find time constant. So in this lecture, I am going to discuss some numerical questions on how to find time constant. Then we'll discuss transient response in RC circuit. Then we'll discuss some numerical questions on transient response of RL as well as RC circuit. So let's start with first question. It was asked in GATE 1992 electrical engineering. Circuit is given. They are asking you to find time constant. So let us see how to find time constant. What is the rule? We have to deactivate the independent source. So voltage source will be replaced by short circuit. Now we are having two resistors R and 2R, and now there is only one capacitor, so we will treat this capacitor as a voltage source and we will find R equivalent. So R equivalent for this source will be equal to how much? R equivalent will be equal to R parallel to 2R. So here it is. From here its value will be 2R divided by 3. Its value will be 2R divided by 3. So hence if you have to find tau will be equal to C into R equivalent. So here it is 2RC upon 3. So the answer of time constant will be 2RC upon 3. Come to second question. This was asked in GATE 2008 electrical engineering. Again here also you have to find time constant. So let us see how to find time constant. Here you see these two capacitors are connected in parallel. So these two can be replaced by single capacitor. So I am replacing here. It will be 1 plus 1. It will be 2 farad. Now 1 farad capacitor will be in series. Resistors are there. And after the resistor, what will you do? We'll deactivate the current source. We'll deactivate the current source. Now here you see 1 farad and 2 farad are connected in series. So these two will be replaced by single capacitor and its value will be 2 by 3 farad. So I am replacing this capacitor by single capacitor. Its value will be 2 by 3 farad. If it is 2 by 3 farad, so now this capacitor will be treated as a voltage source and we will find R equivalent. So here the value of R equivalent is how much? Here R equivalent for this voltage source will be R equivalent for this voltage source will be how much? Here you see that 3 ohm and 3 ohm are connected in series. 3 ohm and 3 ohm are connected in series. So R equivalent will be equal to 6 ohm. So if R equivalent is equal to 6 ohm, therefore time constant tau will be equal to R equivalent into C. From here 6 into 2 by 3, that means 4 second. So your answer will be 4 second. This will be the value of time constant of this question. Clear? Now let us discuss about RC circuit. Transient response in RC circuit. Transient in RC circuit. Transient in series RC circuit. So now we are having a circuit. We are having a voltage source. Again we will take a switch. We are having resistor. We are having a capacitor. This is the RC series RC circuit. You are having a switch. You are going to close the switch as t equal to 0. You are going to close the switch at t equal to 0. The initial conditions of this circuit is 0. Initial conditions of this circuit is 0. Now a current IT will start flowing through this circuit. Clear? And here voltage across capacitor will be plus minus VCT. So now we have to write the expression for current IT and voltage across the capacitor, that is VCT. Now you know that in the previous class I told you one universal formula for finding current in RL circuit. Now the same formula is applicable for voltage in RC circuit. Same formula is applicable for voltage in RC circuit. So I am writing the formula. Formula will be VCT will be equal to VC infinity plus VC 0 minus VC infinity into e to the power minus t by tau, into e to the power minus t by tau, where tau is equal to RC, which is the time constant of RC circuit. This formula is applicable for voltage across capacitor only. Voltage across capacitor only. Why? Because you know that capacitor does not allow sudden change in voltage. That's why this formula is applicable. So now if we have to find the expression for VCT, then what we'll have to do? We'll have to find VC infinity and VC 0. So let's see about VC 0. For VC 0. So what will be the value of VC 0? When the switch is closed, you will see the circuit will be like this one. Switch is closed, the circuit will be like this one. You know about capacitor. Capacitor acts as short circuit at time t equal to 0. At time t equal to 0, capacitor will act as short circuit. So if it is acting like short circuit, then the voltage across capacitor will be how much? VC0 will be equal to 0 volt. VC0 will be equal to 0 volt. So VC0, you are getting VC0 equal to 0 volt. Clear? Next we have to find VC infinity. So you know when the time t reaches to infinity, capacitor will be fully charged. So when the capacitor will be fully charged, that means this circuit will be replaced by open circuit. For t tends to infinity, I am drawing the circuit, switch is closed, but here you will see that the capacitor is fully charged, hence VC t, here it is V, it is R. So here you write VCT will be equal to how much? VC infinity, it will be equal to nothing but V. It will be equal to nothing but V. So next let us write the expression for VCT. It will be equal to VC infinity, that means V plus V0 minus V infinity into e to the power minus t by tau. From here VCT is equal to V into 1 minus e to the power minus t by tau. So this is the expression for voltage across capacitor. In the previous lecture you saw the expression was same for current through RL circuit. Now that is the expression for voltage across capacitor. That means now if you check, when you put t equal to 0, if t equal to 0, then you will see VC0 will be equal to how much? E to the power 0, 1, that means 0. If t tends to infinity, you will see VC infinity will be how much? It will be equal to V. It will be equal to V. Clear? So this expression has been verified. This expression has been verified. Next, we have to find the expression for ICT. We have to find the expression for IT. For IT. So for IT, what do you know? You know that the expression of IT is C into dVc t upon dt. C into dVc t upon dt. So from here we write IT will be equal to C into, now we have to derivate this expression with respect to t. So here it will be V into e to the power minus t by tau. E to the power minus t by tau. Here it is negative. This sign is already negative. Now e to the power minus t by tau. Its expression, its derivative will be minus e to the power minus t by tau into 1 by tau. So minus minus will become plus. So here it will be 1 by tau into e to the power minus t by tau. So from here CV divided by time constant is nothing but RC into e to the power minus t by tau. So from here you get IT is equal to V by R into e to the power minus t by tau. IT is equal to V by R into e to the power minus t by tau. this is the expression for current IT, that means flowing in this RC circuit. Clear? So next, let us draw the graph. Let us draw the graph for current and voltage. The y-axis will be the axis of voltage and current. X-axis is representing time. So first let us draw the graph of voltage. So voltage, what do you see? Its expression will be at t equal to 0, voltage is 0. Now the voltage is increasing like this one. Clear? This voltage is increasing like this one. So this is the expression for VCT. This is the graph for VCT. Now we have to write the graph for we have to write the graph for IT. So at t equal to 0, current is maximum. Current is equal to V by R. So you will see the graph is coming like this one. You will see the graph is coming like this one. This is the graph for IT. This is the graph for IT. Again, there will be a time constant tau. At here it will be 0.632, 0.632, and here it will be, this value will be 0.368, 0.368. Clear? So this is the characteristic of current and voltage. Clear? Of this RC circuit. Now what we have to do? Now we have to take another RC circuit which is in discharging mode. It means what? Let us see. Now this is V. Let us draw the circuit like this. C, R, this is 1, this is 2. This is 1, this is 2. So next C. Initially switch was at position 1 for long time. I am writing initially the switch was at 1 for long time. So if you draw the circuit for long time, then the circuit will look like this one. This is the circuit. This is the circuit for long time, RC. Now if you talk about long time, that means this capacitor would have been fully charged. If this capacitor was fully charged, then you can replace this capacitor by open circuit. You can replace this capacitor by open circuit, and you can say this voltage was equal to nothing but V. This voltage was equal to nothing but V. That means capacitor was initially charged by a voltage V. Capacitor was initially charged by a voltage V. Now what happens? You will see at t equal to 0. At t equal to 0, the switch has been moved from position 1 to 2. So when the switch is moved to position 2, so we will show the circuit like this one. R, this will be C. R, and this will be C. R, this will be C, and here the voltage across the capacitor is V. Here the voltage across the capacitor is V, and the current direction will be IT. Current direction will be IT. Here also the current direction was IT. So here also the direction of current will be from left to right. Clear? So this is the circuit. Clear? So now what we have to do? We have to write the expression for VCT. So we will write VC infinity plus VC 0 minus VC infinity into e to the power minus t by tau into e to the power minus t by tau. Clear? So next what we will write? We have to write the value of VC infinity and VC 0. So what will be the value of VC 0? before closing the switch voltage was V. So VC 0 is equal to V. Clear? Now we write VC infinity. So what will be the value of VC infinity when time t tends to infinity? When the time t tends to infinity, what will happen? This capacitor will be fully discharged. This capacitor will be fully discharged through this resistor. So here the voltage will be 0 volt. So I am writing VC infinity will be equal to 0 volt. So let's write the expression for VCT. It will be equal to VC infinity 0 plus V minus 0 into e to the power minus t by tau. From here you write VCT will be equal to V into e to the power minus t by tau. From here VCT is equal to V into e to the power minus t by tau. That means when the time t is equal to 0, voltage will be maximum and then voltage will start decreasing. Then voltage will start decreasing exponentially. So this is the expression for voltage across capacitor. Now we have to write the expression for current IT. So what will be the expression for current IT? So you know current IT will be equal to C into dVc t upon dt. So from here you will write C into, here if you differentiate this Vc term, then what will you see? V is constant, 1 by tau is constant, but here because of this negative sign, you will get a negative sign in the expression into e to the power minus t by tau. So from here tau is equal to RC. So from here you will write IT will be equal to minus V by R into e to the power minus t by tau. IT is equal to minus V by R into minus t by tau. See this expression carefully. In the first condition, that means when capacitor RC, when we taken V, R and C, so at that time you saw that the current was, when the capacitor was in charging mode, the expression for current was V by R into e to the power minus t by tau. But here you see the expression has been reversed. Now the current expression has been reversed. It is minus V by R into e to the power minus t by tau. So what does it mean? It means you can say that capacitor changes its direction of current while discharging. Capacitor changes its direction of current while discharging. But as far as the direction of voltage is concerned, so voltage was positive in the first case. Here also the voltage is positive. So capacitor does not allow the change of direction of voltage, but it will change the direction of current while discharging. So let's write the conclusion. Let's write the conclusion. Let's write the conclusion. Conclusion is first point, capacitor does not allow sudden change in voltage, sudden change in voltage, but it allows sudden change in current. It allows sudden change in current. Second point, capacitor changes its direction of current. Capacitor changes its direction of current when discharging. The direction of voltage, the direction of voltage remains same. The direction of voltage remains same. The direction of voltage remains same. What does it mean? It means you are having a capacitor, you are connecting to a voltage supply. So now the current will be flowing like this one, and at this time the voltage will be like this one, plus minus VCT, plus minus VCT. So here current is entering to positive terminal of the battery. It means here it is being charged, it is absorbing the power, that means charging, it is charging. This is the first condition. Second condition is what? When you remove the supply, when you remove the supply, then you see this is the capacitor. We are having the same direction of voltage VCT, but you will see the direction of current has been reversed. The direction of current has been reversed. So now here current is coming out from the positive terminal. So here you can say this is the discharging mode. It is supplying the power, that means this is being discharged. This is working in discharging mode. So this is the property of capacitor. In the previous class I have already discussed about inductor. What inductor does? Inductor does not allow sudden change in current, but it allows sudden change in voltage. That means it is just opposite of capacitor. Second thing is inductor changes its direction of voltage while discharging, and the direction of current in inductor is same. That means just opposite of capacitor. So this is very important conclusion. You have to understand, you have to remember, and you have to apply in different circuits. You have to apply in different circuits. Clear? So now let us solve some numericals on transients. We have to solve some numericals. Numericals on transients. That means on RL and RC circuit. That means on RL and RC circuit. Clear? So let's start with first question. Let's start with first question. A RL circuit is given. Question 1. A RL circuit is given to you. This is 1 kilo ohm. R L is equal to 10 millihenry. Voltage is 100 volt. The switch is closed at t equal to 0. Switch is closed at t equal to 0. So now we have to write the expression for current IT. Then we have to find value of current IT at t equal to 20 microsecond. Further we have to write the voltage of expression for voltage across resistance. Then we have to write expression for voltage across inductor. So let's come to solution. We have to write the expression for current IT. Clear? So IT is equal to how much? IT will be written as I infinity plus I0 minus I infinity into e to the power minus t by tau. So first let us write the time constant. When the switch is closed, time constant is equal to L by R. Time constant is equal to L by R. So 10 millihenry divided by 1 kilo ohms, it will be 10 microsecond. The time constant value will be 10 microsecond. Next let us write I0. So what will be the value of I0? Initially the current was 0. I0 is 0. If you write the value of I infinity, when the time t tends to infinity, you will see this part is short circuited. So when this part will be short circuited, so it will be V by R. So V by R means 100 divided by R. It is 1 kilo ohm. 1 into 10 to the power 3. 1 into 10 to the power 3. Clear? 1 into 10 to the power 3. That means it will be 0.1 ampere. It will be 0.1 ampere. If you write the expression for current IT, so expression for current IT will be equal to I infinity, that means 0.1 plus 0 minus 0.1 into e to the power minus t by tau. What is value of time constant? 10. But here we'll have to write t in microsecond. T in microsecond. So from here you can write IT will be equal to 0.1 into 1 minus e to the power minus t by tau, or t by 10. T by 10. So this is the expression for current IT, t in microsecond. Clear? Come to second question. Here the second part of the question. We have to find the value of current IT at t equal to 20 microsecond. You have to write IT at t equal to 20 microsecond. So what we have to do? We have to put t equal to 20 in this expression. So here it will be I 20 will be equal to 0.1 into 1 minus e to the power minus 20 divided by 10. So from here you write I 20 will be equal to 86.5 milliampere. It will be equal to 86.5 milliampere will be the answer. Next, third part of the question is we have to write the expression for voltage across resistor. So if you write the expression for voltage across resistor, it will be nothing but R into IT. So here you see the expression of IT is like this one. You are going to multiply with 1 kilo resistor. So 1 kilo, that means 1000 into 0.1. So it will be 100. It will be 100 into 1 minus e to the power minus t by 10. So here this is the expression for VRT, voltage across resistor. Fourth question is given that t equal to 15 microsecond. T is equal to 15 microsecond. You have to find the value of VRT. VRT will be what? So you write VR 15 will be equal to 100 into 1 minus e to the power minus 15 by 10. So from here VR 15 will be equal to 77.69 volt. 77.69 volt will be the value of resistance, voltage across resistance at t equal to 15 microsecond. Two more questions are there in this circuit. Next, we have to write the expression for voltage across inductor. The fifth question is we have to write the expression for VLT. So how will you write the expression for VLT? So you see VLT can be written as, now I am writing the VLT by different way. This is plus minus VR, this is plus minus VL. So what will you write? You know, if you apply Kirchhoff's voltage law, start from this point. Here it will be minus V plus VRT plus VLT will be equal to 0. From here VRT will be equal to V minus VLT. Clear? So from here it will be V minus VLT. V minus, from here VLT will be V minus VRT, and VRT the expression is VRT the expression is 100, that means V into 1 minus e to the power minus t by 10. So from here you will get it will be equal to 100 into e to the power minus t by 10. So this is the expression for VLT, 100 into e to the power minus 10 t by 10. 6. We have to find the value of VLT at t equal to 15 microsecond. VLT at t equal to 15 microsecond. So put t equal to 15, you will get VLT will be equal to VLT will be equal to 22.31 volt. 22.31 volt will be the answer. Clear? So this is the solution of first question. Let us discuss another question. This is second question. Here it is given R, L, 1 kilo ohm, and here inductor is 10 millihenry. That means the same circuit as that of previous year. Now it is given that this switch is closed at t equal to 0 second, but here it is given that initially the current flowing through the inductor is IL 0 minus is given to you, and it is equal to 0.02 ampere. IL 0 minus is given to you. That means initially before closing the switch, inductor was carrying some energy and it was carrying some current of 0.02 ampere. Clear? So now this is the question of the circuit having some initial condition. So now how to solve this question? Again, first part is we have to write the expression for current IT. We have to write the expression for current IT. It will be equal to I infinity plus I0 minus I infinity into e to the power minus t by tau. So again, time tau is nothing but 10 microsecond. Clear? Now what will be the value of I0? I0 will be equal to IL 0 minus, because inductor does not allow sudden change in current. Even if you close the switch at t equal to 0, the current will be same as the current before t equal to 0 switch. That means 0.02 ampere. 0.02 ampere. And I infinity. So I infinity will be how much? I infinity will be equal to, that means when the time t tends to infinity, inductor will be replaced by short circuit. So here it will be equal to V by R. So 100 divided by 1K, that means 0.1 ampere. 0.1 ampere. So we got I infinity. That's why we will write IT. It will be equal to I infinity plus I0 minus I infinity. So I infinity is how much? 0.1 plus 0.02 minus 0.1 into e to the power minus t by 10. E to the power minus t by 10. So from here we will write IT is equal to 0.1 minus 0.08 into e to the power minus t by 10, where t in microsecond. So this is the answer of first question, that is the expression of IT. Next, second question is you have to find IT at t equal to 20 microsecond. If you find IT at t equal to 20 microsecond, that means I20, here it will be 0.1 minus 0.08 into e to the power minus 2, that means 20 by 10. From here the value of IT coming is 89.17 milliampere. 89.17 milliampere is the answer. Come to third question. Third question you have to write the voltage expression for voltage across resistor. Here it is R into IT. So if you multiply it by resistance is 1 kilo ohm. Resistance is 1 kilo ohm. So if you multiply by 1000, so here it will be 100 minus 80 into e to the power minus t by 10. So this is the expression for voltage across resistor. Fourth point is we have to find t at VRT at t equal to 15 microsecond. T equal to 15 microsecond. So you find VRT will be equal to 100 minus 80 into e to the power minus 15 by 10. From here VRT, from here you can calculate the value of VRT. It is equal to 82.15 volt. 82.15 volt. Clear? Next, two more questions are given in this part. That means we have to write the expression for VLT. Now we have to write the expression for VLT. So what will be the expression for VLT? Fifth question is we have to write the expression for VLT. So what will be the expression for VLT? Again it will be nothing but V minus VRT. V minus VRT. So here it will be V minus VRT, that means 100 minus VRT. Here the expression is 100 plus 80 into e to the power minus t by 10. So from here it is equal to 80 into e to the power minus t by 10. 80 into e to the power minus t by 10. Clear? That means if you put t equal to 0, here the value will be 80 volt. Here the value will be 80 volt. Clear? But in the case of when there was zero initial condition, when the initial conditions were 0, at that time when you put t equal to 0, you are getting 100 volt across the inductor. So now if you see, if it is carrying some initial current of 0.02 volt, then there will be the potential drop of 20 volt across this resistor. Then there will be potential drop of 20 volt across this resistor. Clear? Sixth point is we have to find VLT at t equal to 15 microsecond. T equal to 15 microsecond, we have to find VLT. So VLT will be equal to 80 into e to the power minus 1.5, that means 15 by 10. So from here it will be equal to 17.85 volt. 17.85 volt. It will be equal to 17.85 volt. Clear? So this is all about RL circuit. So we solved two questions on RL circuit, one having without initial condition and second with initial conditions. Now let us come to RC circuit. So now we will see two questions on RC circuit. Let us write third question. Question 3. You are having RC circuit. RC here it is 1 kilo ohm. Here it is 10 microfarad. Here it is 10 microfarad, 100 volt. The switch is closed at t equal to 0 second. This is the direction of current IT and this is the direction of voltage VCT. Again you have to write the different expressions. Remember one thing, when you start solving this type of question, so you must see the direction of current and voltages that have been assigned in the circuit. Clear? Suppose right now they have given the direction of voltage like this one, here it is plus, here it is minus. So it is okay. If the direction of voltage was reversed, if in the question they are giving you minus here plus here, then what will happen? Then you will have to take care of the direction of voltage, so that here if the direction is reversed, then the expression for voltages will be reversed. So then you will have to take minus sign. So you have to always take care of these things. Suppose in the circuit they are giving you some initial conditions. That means in the previous circuit they had given some initial conditions of current. They had given like this one. This was the circuit. They were saying that there was the initial current of 0.02 ampere. Clear? So now what happens, if they have not mentioned the direction of current, then you can assume that current was, of course, if this voltage is connected like this, so current will be like this one. But it may be possible that in the question they have already given you that the direction of current is 0.02 ampere like this one. Then what will happen, while solving the question, you will have to take minus 0.02 ampere as the inductor current. Clear? So let us see how to proceed with this given question. We have to write VCT. We have to write first VCT. So VCT will be equal to how much? V infinity plus V0 minus V infinity. VC0 minus Vc infinity into e to the power minus t by tau. So first let us write time constant tau. It will be equal to RC 1 kilo ohm into 10 microfarad. That means 10 millisecond. 1000 into 10 to the power minus 6. It will be millisecond. Next VC0. VC0 will be how much? Given that initial conditions are 0. Initial conditions are 0. It is already mentioned in the question. So initially the voltage across capacitor was 0 volt. Vc infinity. If you talk about Vc infinity, so when the time t tends to infinity, this capacitor will be fully charged. Current flowing through the capacitor will be 0. So voltage across the capacitor will be 100 volt. Voltage across the capacitor will be 100 volt. So then you write the expression for VCT. You write the expression for VCT. The expression for VCT will be Vc infinity. That means 100 plus 0 minus 100 into e to the power minus t by 10. T by 10. Here t in millisecond. T is in millisecond. From here VCT is coming 100 into 1 minus e to the power minus t by 10. T in millisecond. T in millisecond. So this is the answer of first question. Come to second question. You have to find VCT at t equal to 20 millisecond. So its answer will be VC 20 will be equal to 100 into 1 minus e to the power minus 20 by 10. So here it will be 86.47 volt will be the answer. Third part. We have to write the expression for VRT. We have to write the expression for voltage across resistor VRT. So what will be the expression for VRT? Again you have to apply KVL. If you apply KVL, so minus V plus VRT plus VCT will be equal to 0. From here VRT can be written as V minus VCT. So here V is equal to how much? V is equal to 100 minus VCT. So VCT here it is 100 plus 100 into e to the power minus t by 20. From here it is coming 100 into e to the power minus t by 20, where t is in millisecond. Clear? So this is the expression for voltage across this resistance. Now come to fourth question. They are asking you to find VRT at t equal to 20 millisecond. Fourth question is now you have to find VRT at 20 millisecond. T equal to 20 millisecond. We have to find VRT. So VRT will be how much? 100 into e to the power minus 20 upon 20. So it is equal to minus 20 upon 10. Here it is 10 because time constant is 10. So here minus 20 by 10. So here it is 13.53 volt is the answer. Fifth question is, write the expression for current IT. So current IT, what will be the expression? You know the expression for voltage across resistor. This is current IT. This is plus minus VR. So you can write IT will be equal to how much? VRT divided by R. VRT divided by R. So that means R is 1 kilo ohm. So here it will be 100 divided by 1000. That means 0.1 into e to the power minus t by 10. 0.1 into e to the power minus t by 10 will be the expression for current IT. Come to sixth question. Sixth question, you have to find IT at t equal to 15 millisecond. So if you put t equal to 15, your answer will be I 15 is coming 22.3 milliampere. 22.3 milliampere is the answer, that means value of current. Clear? So third question is completed. Next come to fourth question. Now in this question there will be some initial voltage across the capacitor and then you have to write the different expressions. Question number 4 is given. Here we are having the same type of circuit, RC circuit, 1 kilo ohm. Here it is 10 microfarad plus minus VCT. It is already given 100 volt. Switch is closed at t equal to 0. But it is given that VC 0 minus is equal to 25 volt. First step is you have to look at the direction. It is okay, clear. VC 0 minus is equal to 25 volt. The first question is you have to write the expression for voltage across this capacitor. So to write the expression for voltage across capacitors, again time constant is same, that is 10 millisecond. So now you see, for writing voltage across this capacitor, you will have to write VC 0 will be equal to VC 0 minus, it will be equal to 25 volt because capacitor does not allow sudden change in voltage. If you write VC infinity, so VC infinity means how much? At when the time t tends to infinity, capacitor will be fully charged. When the capacitor is fully charged, then the voltage across capacitor will be how much? 100 volt. So VC infinity is nothing but 100 volt. VC infinity is equal to 100 volt. Once we got VC infinity, so we write the expression for VCT. It will be equal to VC infinity plus VC 0 minus VC infinity, 25 minus 100 into e to the power minus t by 10. So from here 100 minus 75 into e to the power minus t by 10, where t is in millisecond. So this is the expression for voltage across capacitor. This is the expression for voltage across capacitor. So once you retain the expression for voltage across capacitor, come to second question. Second question is you have to find at t equal to 20 millisecond, you have to find VCT. So what will you do? We will put t equal to 20. So the expression will be Vs, VC20 will be equal to 100 minus 75 into e to the power minus 20 by 10. So from here it will be equal to 89.85 volt. 89.85 volt will be the answer. Come to third question. Third question they are saying we have to write the expression for VRT. You have to write the expression for VRT. Again the expression for VRT will be how much? You will write minus V plus VRT plus VCT will be equal to 0. From here VRT will be written as V minus VCT. So that means V, the value is 100, minus VCT, that means 100 plus 75 into e to the power minus 0.1 t. So from here VRT is coming 75 into e to the power minus 0.1 t. VRT is equal to 75 into e to the power minus 0.1 t. Clear? Come to fourth question. Fourth question, it is given that we have to find VRT at t equal to 20 millisecond. At t equal to 20 millisecond, you have to find VRT. So you write VR 20 will be equal to 75 into e to the power minus 0.1 into t, or t is here how much? Or you can write t by 10, that means 20 divided by 10. So here it is 10.15 volt. 10.15 volt. Again fifth question is, let us see the fifth question. You have to write the expression for current IT. You have to write the expression for current IT. Current IT. So what will be the expression for current IT? You know the expression for VRT. So current IT will be how much? IT will be equal to voltage across this resistor VRT divided by R. That means you will divide by 1000. So here the answer will be 0.075 into e to the power minus t by 10, where 10 t is in millisecond. So this is the expression for current. Come to sixth question. Sixth question, you have to write IT at t equal to 20 millisecond. So if you write IT at t equal to 20 millisecond, so I 20 will be equal to 0.075 into e to the power minus 2. That means 20 by 10. So here it is 10.15 milliampere. This is the answer. Clear? So today I discussed the numericals on RL circuit as well as on the RC circuit. I already taken two different cases in both the types of questions. In the first case we have taken the circuit without initial conditions, and in the second case we have taken the circuit with initial conditions. Clear? So now you have to practice all of these numerical questions. Again in the next video lecture I will discuss some questions asked in GATE examination on these two topics, that means on RL circuit and RC circuit. Then in the next video lecture we will discuss the expression for rate of change of current with respect to time. That means we will write the expression for di by dt at time t equal to 0 second. Then we will write the expression for d square it divided by dt square at t equal to 0 second. Because in the GATE examinations they ask the questions from the rate of change of current or rate of change of voltage at time t equal to 0 plus second. Clear? So this transient part is very interesting part, and every time you can expect 2 marks of question from this topic in GATE examination. And when you attempt the questions, so you will definitely get the correct answer. Clear? So we will discuss the next topic in the next class.